I told my sister her opinion doesn't matter in my house. She showed up at my door 3 weeks ago with 2 suitcases and mascara running down her face. Her husband cheated. She needed somewhere to stay. I didn't hesitate. My wife and I have a 4-bedroom house. Our kids are grown. We had the space. I told her she could stay as long as she needed. The first week was fine. She cried a lot. We ordered takeout, watched movies, normal stuff. Then she started making comments. It started small. She asked why we kept the thermostat at 72, said it was wasteful. My wife adjusted it to make her comfortable. Then she commented on our grocery shopping. Too much processed food. Not enough organic. My wife started buying different brands. Then she criticized how we loaded the dishwasher. Said we were doing it wrong. My wife rearranged everything. I watched my wife bend over backwards for 2 weeks straight. Every single day, my sister had a new opinion about how we ran our home. The TV was too loud. The dogs barked too much. We went to bed too late. We woke up too early. The coffee was too strong. The music was too old. My wife smiled through all of it. She's a saint, but I could see it wearing on her. Last Tuesday, I came home from work around 6:30 inches the evening. My wife was in the kitchen cooking dinner. Her shoulders were tense. She wasn't humming like she usually does. My sister was sitting at the island scrolling through her phone. You know, she said without looking up, if you marinated that chicken longer, it wouldn't be so dry. My wife's hand froze over the pan. She didn't say anything, just kept cooking. And honestly, my sister continued, you should really consider a different spice blend. The one you use is so bland. I watched my wife's jaw clench, watched her grip the spatula tighter. My sister kept going. Also, the kitchen could use a deep clean. When's the last time you scrubbed behind the stove? I set my keys down slowly. Emily. My voice was calm, too calm. She looked up from her phone. What? Stop. Stop what? Stop criticizing my wife in her own kitchen. She rolled her eyes. I'm just trying to help. You guys clearly need it. That's when something in me snapped. Your opinion doesn't matter in this house. I said it clearly, directly, looking right at her. Her mouth fell open. Excuse me? You heard me. This is our home. We pay the mortgage. We make the rules. You're a guest. And lately, you've been a terrible one. She stood up from the stool. I'm your sister, and she's my wife. The woman I chose to build a life with. The woman who has cooked for you every single night without a single thank you. The woman who gave up her craft room so you'd have somewhere to sleep. My sister's face turned red. I was just offering suggestions. No, you were tearing her down in her own home because you're miserable, and you want everyone else to be miserable too. Tears welled in her eyes. I can't believe you're talking to me like this. I can't believe you've talked to my wife like this for 2 weeks and expected me to say nothing. My wife hadn't moved. She was still standing at the stove, spatula in hand, watching everything unfold. My sister grabbed her phone. Fine, I'll leave. That's your choice. But if you stay, things change. You say thank you. You help around the house, and you keep your opinions about how we live to yourself. She stormed upstairs. I heard her door slam. My wife finally turned around. Her eyes were wet. You didn't have to do that, she whispered. Yes, I did. I walked over and wrapped my arms around her. Nobody gets to make you feel small, especially not in our home. She buried her face in my chest. My sister came downstairs an hour later. She sat at the dinner table without saying a word, ate the chicken my wife made. Then she looked at my wife and said 2 words. Thank you. It was quiet, almost forced, but it was something. She apologized the next morning. Really apologized. Said she didn't realize how critical she'd been. Said her therapist told her she deflects her pain onto others. She's been different since then. Helps with dishes, compliments my wife's cooking, even started walking the dogs in the morning. My mom called me yesterday. Said my sister told her what happened. I expected her to yell at me, tell me I was too harsh. Instead, she said, it's about time someone told her the truth. Your father and I have been too scared to say anything for years. My sister moved into her own apartment last week. She hugged my wife at the door and said, thank you for putting up with me. I didn't deserve your kindness. My wife said, family takes care of family. And I realized that's exactly what I did.